You know, it's funny. We live in such a weird world nowadays where technology is almost everywhere we go. And it's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. See, the good thing with technology is it provides us with more opportunity to expand, to grow our network. And at the same time, it provides us with newer opportunities for work. When you look at a lot of people nowadays, most of their work they do is technically through their phone. Like, you don't see a person nowadays that doesn't use their phone for business or work. And on top of that, just the occasional 9 to 5 jobs that you could use your phone. A lot of people are actually making money just directly through the phone. A lot of people are investing, downloading investments app and investing through the apps. Or a lot of people are YouTubers or Twitch stars and they make money through those platforms. All because they have the technology to do this. Now, this doesn't even necessarily have to be with phones. It's everything we have nowadays that's advanced. And it's so good because when you look at 50 years ago, 100 years ago, these technologies didn't exist and people were limited in terms of choices and in terms of opportunities. But at the same time, it is a negative too. The negative thing with this is that it limits the human interactions. It limits the human to live in the moment. And it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you're at let's say a sporting event or you're on vacation or whatever it is you do. It limits people from living and enjoying the moment they're in right now. And it's very sad because when you look at 50 or 100 years ago, people genuinely were all about living and like they enjoyed the moment they were at. And at the same time, they had human interaction, human connection with one another. Nowadays, you go outside, you see basically kids that are sitting next to each other, texting each other. They're not talking. And it's genuinely sad to see that. Like with me, like when I go out with my friends, like we don't communicate through the phone. We actually have that inner connection, that human connection with one another. We actually talk. And when you tell kids nowadays, like what you used to do back in the day, like you used to talk to people, they find that surprisingly because a lot of kids nowadays don't even hang out. They don't even know what the meaning of hang out is because everything they do is through their phones or tablets or computers. And it genuinely sucks to see that. On top of that, even though it provides like benefits, it's negative too. Like, I know for me, it has like technology has provided me with so many great opportunities. For example, like this YouTube I do. I genuinely love it. And if it wasn't for technology, I would have never been able to do this. And I genuinely love it. Like, I genuinely love making these type of videos and talking to you guys about things that I feel like are important to talk about. Even besides that, it limits people to certain things with technology. I know I said one of the positives it opens new opportunities, but it also limits people because when you try to get a job, even if it's a regular job, and you're so stuck up onto the phone, you start slowly lose of reality. You start losing what's real and what's not. And that is a scary thing. Because no matter what you do, when you get stuck in technology, you don't know what's happening. You don't know whether this thing you're going through, if it's actually real or if it's just something that's digitally made. But like I said, it is also a huge benefit like I was talking about before. Like it provides you with opportunities. Like when you look at YouTubers and Twitch stars and these people that just play video games for a living, without technology, they would have never had these opportunities. And even though they're using these technologies to take these opportunities, they still have that connection. They still have that, like, human interaction, human connection. They live in also in the moment where it's not always about recording what's happening right now in your life. Like when you look at a lot of the YouTubers, like a lot of them are genuinely like they do this because they love to do this and they love the fact how technology provided them with doing this. And when you look at some of them, like some people, they don't have connection. Like I've seen so many like people that literally communicate with one another just through text. Even though they could be sitting right next to them or standing right next to them, they communicate with one another through text. And it genuinely like worries me because I don't want to live in a world where like, let's say if I was like a business owner and I was hiring someone, I don't want to hire someone that doesn't have any human interaction, human connection with one another, that doesn't know how to socialize. The only way they could socialize is through the phone. That's not good. Like that's genuinely awful. Well, like I said, like with the opportunities we have, like we wouldn't had look, no one would have had these opportunities 50 years ago or 100 years ago. Like I said, it's a good and bad thing, but it all depends on generally how you use that technology. If you use that technology to basically get yourself out there and build a good network, you're good. You're great. But make sure you also have that human connection. Don't let basically technology run your life. A lot of people let technology run their life, and when you see someone that is genuinely working and like not letting technology run their life to someone that is letting technology run their life, you see a giant difference in terms of communication, in terms of speaking. The people who are genuinely like are not really like stuck on their phone or on their like tablet on technology, when you see them and when you see the way thing, they genuinely have worked hard and like they have a balanced life between technology and like their normal life. And that's good. It's always good to have a balance of something. But I hope you guys are having a good day, a good night, a good evening, wherever you are. And make sure you tell somebody you love them. Love you guys. Thanks for watching, and I love the support.